Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back. Hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day. I'm a little bit wet. I just got in. It's raining. It's raining for like the first time in a long time here, and I just went to the grocery store to buy some groceries, and I got back and my eaves trough was overflowing, so I was out there trying to clear it because there were leaves in it, and I'm looking a little wet head today, but we're ready to go. Consider it an intro. We're going to watch a couple of games on Le France map. The first one by Zom123, Sniper, from the IFI clan. If I could save time in a bottle. Okay. Guys, it's going to be two fantastic games, okay? We're ready to go. And I'm a little wet here, so I'm, you know, you get wet and you kind of wake up. But weird. I tell you guys. Weird is what I'm saying. I don't know if it's always been like this or if it's even more. I think it's always been like this, but there's even a little bit more of a weird twist now. It's hilarious. I get out of the grocery store. I've just got a couple of items, and it's raining. It's not pouring, not light. It's medium rain, just trickle, trickle, trickle. We haven't had rain. I can't. 6-7 months. I live in a kind of a desert area, right? It doesn't rain, even in the winter. It's sunny here all the time. Anyways, a little bit of rain came down, and it's as if there's a air raid siren, and that people are expecting the end of the universe because the chaos. Just stepping out of the grocery store and having to walk 50 feet to my car is like running the gauntlet of death. People are scurrying around. They're like, it's raining! Like absolute lunatics. The new thing now is the younger people, and by younger I mean like, you know, old, but younger, running around crazed panic because they're like to get to their car because it's raining, and while they're running they're looking at their phone. They're looking at their phone, and because it's raining they're like scurrying, not looking where they're going, running through the parking lot, and the people that are driving, because it's raining, it's as soon as it's raining they have to get where they're going like faster, so they're driving faster. They're like cars cutting in front of each other, people scurrying by on their cell phones, not looking where they're going. It's chaos. It's just a little bit of rain. I'm just walking along going, what the hell is wrong with people? I think this has always been kind of a thing, you know, when there's a little bit of rain, people tended to, I guess the mentality is, you gotta hurry because it's raining, otherwise you'll get wet. I guess that's what they're thinking. Nobody knows what people are like. What is this guy thinking? Nobody knows. Let's see if he pushes him off. Push him off. Come on, push, in the bush. And he doesn't take any damage. That's a stupid game. You guys notice that? It's just... Anyways, it's the rain effect. But now it's been amplified by a cell phone mentality. Like people scurrying around, panicking because it's raining on cell phones. It's ridiculous. I've never seen anything like it. It's just the stupidest thing. This is what it's like. This is what it was like in the parking lot, guys. Just panicking simpletons. And of course all these young kids that are running around on their cell phones when it's raining, they're on their cell phones the whole time. In the grocery store where it's not raining, you know, there's the aisle in the grocery store. There's groceries and products on both sides. It's about 8 feet high and about 30 feet long, the aisle, right? So when I'm shopping, I'm kind of pushing the cart and I'm walking down there and I'm looking. and I'm looking for what I want to buy. You know, I need pickles. Where's the pickle section? Oh, there's pickles. That's how I'm shopping. That's how I thought. You know how people shop now? Younger people? This is how they shop. They're going down the aisle like this. Watch. That's what they're doing. They're snap twittering or something. They're just they're on their phones. They're texting someone. They're changing their status on Face Novel or whatever the hell. It's just I don't know. I don't know. We're the times they are changing, and I think these things, especially those things, you're portable. You guys are probably, well, how many, actually, let me know in the comment section, how many of you are actually watching on a portable device when you should be talking to the guy that you're having coffee with? Now, how many of you are watching on a portable device as opposed to a computer, desktop? You know, now I'm sounding like an old man, like I'm going to say, oh, is your desktop better? Well, the desktop is set kind of like in your office or in your area where you use it, right? But when you're out and about, as we say in Canada, like if you're camping or you're fishing or you're at a social, like you're having dinner or lunch or you're associating with people, like if you're in school, this is a big thing in schools. If you're in class or in the hallway or whatever, maybe in those situations, it's not good to just be doing this. People go hiking now, like this. And you say, how was the hike? Was it good? And they'll reply saying, yeah, I posted 3 pics on my Twitter feed. And this game's over, I guess. Doesn't it? Did he hit the tree? He reset at 0 seconds. Crazy, eh? Isn't it crazy? I think I don't think these are good. The portable ones. I'm gonna make the distinction. I'm not against technology. Obviously, I make my living on technology, and I think technology is great. But I think the overuse of portable technology is. Oh, the tank disappeared. What? How did he disappear? He's not that far. Oh, there's a bush. The overuse of portable technology when you should be trying to appreciate something else, or at least be involved with something else, is creating a whole new generation of simple-minded, lonely freakoids. It's just do a school trip to the Vatican, and as you're wandering through the halls with all the beautiful art, they're tweeting. But as we have the discussion, our little friend here gets 11 kills. Not bad, eh? But what do I know, guys? Maybe I'm just dating myself. Maybe I'm too old, too tired, too fucking blind. But, you have to embrace the technology because it's here. You can't, every generation, older people complain about what the younger people are doing, right? So I realize that. Televisions and all other, as technology is invented, there's a group of people that complain, say it's not good for you. But I do think that there's the younger generation is kind of missing out on developing social behaviors that are healthy. I think but we can't stop it. There's no use talking about it anymore. I mean, they've got products now, digital, what is it? The iPads for 2-month-olds. Like, I've seen it on a plane to shut their kid up while they're flying. The couple has it's like I'm going to invent a modification to it, but it's basically an iPad with a little rubber thing around it with 2 handles, and you got like a 6-month, and they're holding it like this. They're holding the two handles, the rubber, there's a purple outline or something that you stick the iPad in there and it's got some sort of a cartoon or some, and they're looking at it. I think I could sell this, right? And you attach it to an iPad. It's like a rubber gasket that goes around it. And it's got two handles so the little kid can just stare at it and not cry. So you don't have to take care of them. They should like install a little rubber sucker. What are those? A pacifier there too. So the kid can be watching, and then when he gets bored, he can just put the pacifier in his mouth. And that could be the kid's existence for the first 2 or 3 years of his life. He could just hold an iPad like this and stare at it, whatever Google or Facebook wants him to watch, or Disney. And then when the kid's like ready to cry, you just push the iPad into his face and it's just... And that's how we can take care of children from now on. And this is the point. I know we're getting a little distracted here, but I think that there's a whole generation of people that have lost the ability to, or maybe they're just going to evolve a new way, but they've lost the ability that we used to use to interact with each other. And I'm going to give you an example here. Like one of the things that we use to interact with each other, and I learned this in doing my YouTube videos, is I used to do the videos without me here, without the picture of me. Just the video, and I would do the commentary with the microphone, but you wouldn't see me. And people, you guys subscribed and watched, but that wasn't as effective of when I put my picture here, right? So you're watching and you guys can leave a comment. Do you prefer when I do the comment that I'm here, you see me, hi, right? As opposed to me doing the commentary and you don't see me. There's a big difference. I got less subscribers when I wasn't visible, but now that I'm visible, we have a connection. And one of the reasons is because unless you're doing this while you're watching, if you actually, I know this is a screen, so it's a little bit ironic, this conversation, but I can see you, you can see me, right? So when I say he shot his gun, you look at the expression on my face, I'm being kind of sarcastic. Or I go, he shot his gun, right? I'm looking surprised. I'm looking at when he comes around the corner and he goes, hey, how are you doing? It's a joke, right? Because you can see my facial expression. But if I go, hey, how are you doing? I'm angry, right? We convey a lot of information, and us as humans, as a species, we've learned how to, just through the creases and lines on our eyes, the muscles in our face, sad, happy, angry. We learned how to interpret those things. Our brains have evolved to learn how to interpret those expressions on our face so well that it is represents a large percentage of our communication to each other. And that's one of the reasons a lot of people were very uncomfortable and didn't know why, but just did not like the whole masking thing during COVID, right? All of us walking around with the thick cover on our face like this. And it made a lot of people uncomfortable. Nothing to do with whether they thought, we're not going to get in discussion here. Masks work, masks don't work. Some people say masks don't work. Some people say masks work. Who says masks work? Waiters. Right? None of the ridiculous discussions that politicians had. I'm just talking about human beings and how we react to, and especially kids in school, young kids, that for a period of like 2 years went through this where they were masked and they're interacting with each other. And Johnny would say, give me the pencil. And Billy would start crying because he thought Johnny was upset at him. And Johnny was smiling under his mask. Give me the pencil. But Jimmy heard, give me the pencil. He's angry. He thinks I stole the pen. The communication wasn't working like it should. That example I just made up, it's think about that, right? There was not that visual reinforcement of observing the world around us, is what I'm trying to say. I'm not using the example of Johnny and Billy and the pencil, but it goes for everything. Observing the world when you're walking in the park and you're looking around and you see the bee land on the flower, or you see the raindrops hitting the leaves and dripping down on the ground. And as you take a step, you see the grass blades go down and go up, and you're observing all this stuff. And whether you understand it or not, you are understanding the world. You're learning about the world and you're interacting with the world, and it's healthy for you. You are actually learning to exist amongst all living things, people included, and plants and animals, and the whole freaking earth. And the universe, if you look up at night when you see the stars. We are part of everything. So this whole shift from when we're born throughout our lives for the newer generations doing this, all day in class, in the hallway, and at lunch, when you're on the bus, when you're out having coffee with someone, when you're everywhere, 90% of the day staring at that, we're losing that connection with everything else. It's just now, I don't know if it's good or if it's bad. It's just the way things are evolving. Nothing I can do about it. I'm just pointing out that that's the way it is. You could say, well, we can't just go back to horse and buggy. You're absolutely right. But I'm just saying that the times, they are changing. And I think the new crop of humans is going to be socially handicapped as far as interacting. Maybe they'll surpass. Maybe I'm completely wrong, and the new way of communicating and interacting is going to be like this. Ha ha ha. He. Right? Maybe that'll be the new social skill that carries us forward into the 22nd century. I don't know. But from my perspective, just observing what happened when a few drops of rain came down at the grocery store and people running around the parking lot holding phones, dabbing their thumbs on the phones, the water on the screen so it's not working, panicking, walking twice as fast as they normally do, bumping into shopping carts. Just it was comical to me. I think it's just a statement on the state, a statement on the state of our existence. It's just, it's weird, eh? It's weird. It'd be interesting to. I guess I don't have an opinion either way. I'm just pointing out what we all have to admit is happening, right? Can't say no, that's not true. It is true. Things are changing. The behaviors are changing. Whether it's good or not, I don't know. You let me know. But it's weird, and it would be interesting to know who the Muppet in the T-69 is. Maybe he was texting. Maybe he was changing his Twitter feed settings while he was playing World of Tanks. Maybe that's why some people are not good at this game, because while they're playing, they're tweeting. How else do you explain it? Holy shit, he just took 500 HP damage. What I was going to say was, it would be very interesting, maybe I'll do this, is to seek out some older people, in their 80s and 90s, and go have a chat with them about what they thought of, like, us, or the generations that came after them that didn't have cell phones or anything, like the generations that just maybe the first generation that got a blender or a microwave or something, and whether they thought, oh, the world's going to shit because now look, they don't know how to do this, they've got a blender. They want to heat something, they don't put it on the fire, they got this thing that microwaves. What are they, nuts? Like, there's different perspective. I'd like to talk to are there any 80-year-olds out there that would like to have a conversation and get your perspective on, did you think that we were all becoming socially inept and the world was going to shit when you were seeing things progress? It's just, I guess that's It's kind of like the circle of, maybe it's like the Lion King. That's it. It's the circle of life. Just like this guy, driving around in circles. What the hell are you doing? You see how my videos are all connected? He was driving around in a circle. The word circle got in my head, and it perambulated itself out in the commentary as the circle of life. I was thinking circle. I was going to say he's driving around in a counterclockwise circle, because that's a great strategy, which I've said before, you know. It's funny, haha. As opposed to a clockwise circle. That's why it's funny. Do you guys get comedy? Right? The correct strategy is to drive around in a counterclockwise circle. That's funny. But if I say, and now the correct strategy is to drive around in a circle, you're thinking, well, why would you drive in a circle? It's not funny. There's little conjunctions and things you add that... You understand? If you don't understand, it's okay. All right. We've had our discussion, all right? Maybe, it's raining. Things are a little wonky today, so I'm in one of those moods. We had to have the discussion. And, man. It's raining. It's raining. Whoa! He was stunned again. Whoa! The artillery did not know to put his ass up against the wall. Hey, you can't argue with that, guys. 22 kills in one video. Huh? Another 11 kills. Leave some comments. I forgot what the video is called. I'll think of a good title. Subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying the content, and I'll catch you on the next one.